Goa, Daman and Diu. India's defense forces move in to assist the resistance movement, restore law and order following collapse of colonial administration. Marking the end of 451 years of Portuguese domination flies the Indian flag. Restrictions having been removed, people in Goa celebrate. A most thrilling event since the attainment of national freedom 14 years ago for Indians and freedom lovers all over the world. Portuguese soldiers have laid down their arms. Bridges, roads have been blown up by the Portuguese. Dumps of arms and ammunition indicate preparations for resistance. Goa radio station heavily damaged. Restoring stable conditions in Goa is discussed. Bailey bridges are being put up to restore disrupted communications. The Indian flag goes up, heralding the new era of liberation at Daman. Portugal's persistent refusal to heed the call for ending colonial aggression in a part of India under her occupation and repeated incursions into Indian territory forced India to act. With the emancipation of Goa, Daman and Diu, India's independence is complete. Mr. Nehru, Chancellor of Vishwa Bharati, awards degrees at the university's annual convocation. Saptaparni, a twig of 7 leaves, is symbolic of the graduation ceremony at this center of international culture. Degrees and diplomas are awarded at the first convocation of the Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi. The status of a university was conferred on this institute 2 years ago. Newspaper printing and designing figures prominently at a New Delhi exhibition. Also, magazines, books, folders, and other forms of educational and publicity material showing improved technical and artistic standards in the publishing business. Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri, Union Home Minister, presents the awards. The winners have been picked from 7,000 entries and prizes awarded separately to the printer and publisher or designer. The face of Araku Valley in Andhra Pradesh is changing. From poverty and squalor to better conditions of living, a multi-purpose project of the Andhra Pradesh government for the uplift of tribal people. Sugarcane, important agricultural crop. Production and marketing of jaggery on cooperative lines. Free education for children. Adult literacy classes. Spare time work for women at home. And good care of cattle. the weekly market where buying and selling is brisk. And at the end of the day, the valley echoes to music and dance. Bangalore, an exhibition shows how the blind and crippled can engage in a variety of useful occupations. The exhibition is held with a seminar on the training and employment of the physically handicapped. Rehabilitation of the handicapped is an urgent national task. The third five-year plan provides 1 crore rupees for this purpose. Given opportunity and training, physical handicaps need not be a disability. Family Planning Day is observed all over the country. Meetings and seminars explain the importance of Planned Parenthood. In Bombay, a mobile family planning unit is presented on behalf of the International Planned Parenthood Association. Posters and other educational material illustrate the advantages of planned families. More than 3,000 centers are spreading family planning in the countryside. Delhi's civic reception to President Brezhnev. Symbol of growing friendship between India and the Soviet Union. Mr. Brezhnev welcomes the end of colonialism in Goa. The speech at the state banquet underlines Indo-Soviet cooperation in the cause of peace. The Vice President calls for normalization of relations among all nations. Bidding farewell at Palam, Mr. Brezhnev recalls his 2 weeks tour, wishes the people of India happiness and greater success in the new year. Mexico gets a gift from Peru under a cultural exchange agreement, a veritable treasure chest. The golden pieces alone are worth millions of dollars. These are relics of the Inca civilization, which flourished in South America from about the 12th century AD to the 16th century. Sun worship and worship of the dead were characteristics of the Inca civilization. They used gold and silver ornaments and masks, treasures that bring back memories of a fabulous age. Torch-bearing crowds brave a snowstorm to hail Mr. Albert John Luthuli, the first African to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Insignia of the Nobel Prize, gold medal and the symbol, is awarded in the University of Oslo. Recognition of lifelong devotion for peace and social justice.